So guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all well, whenever you're watching this, whether it's morning, evening, night time, whenever you're watching it, we've got a good video for you today, hopefully. You guys clearly didn't enjoy the last one as much, as there was no car bits really, so don't worry, we're back to doing car bits today. And that is all thanks to today's video sponsor, BEVINSEE. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'll whack their logo up here. But yeah, they've kindly sent, be careful not to put my address in, they've kindly sent us a parcel. We're going to get into unboxing this now, see what we have. I believe we've got a couple of little parts to fit. And yeah, without further ado, let's get to unboxing it and we'll get on with the video. So I've never really done an unboxing on the channel, so don't know if it's a good angle, don't know if it's a bad angle, but without further ado, let's get to it. So BEVINSEE are a company, they supply car parts for so many cars. I'll put a little screen recording on screen now here, put the knife, and you'll be able to see the plethora of parts they have. They first contacted me from one of my videos speaking about potential sponsorship and sending some parts over. Now, we went through their catalogue and there was so many to choose from. So we have a few bits here. Let me get that sorted. And if you stick around to the end of the video, might have a little discount for you. Ooh, I have a few bits by the looks of it. So let's have a look here. First off, the packaging is absolutely great. Right, I'm going to put all these down now and I'll get a couple of little shots once they're down and we can go over them. A couple goes there. The main event. I'll tell you what, we'll go over those things first and then we'll get on to the other bits. So we have 3 parts here. 3 things. Any of you E46 owners will know, any of you car owners will know, a lot of parts from dealerships or from manufacturer are plastic, cheap, they either leak, crack, they don't fit as well, especially they don't really stand the test of time. So to combat that, a company like BEVINSEE have came along, they've supplied me, and you can of course purchase some of these much stronger, heavier, hefty parts which should last a lot better, look a lot better, and generally just improve the look of your engine bay. So we have a few bits here now. I'll get some shots of them and overlay them as I'm talking, and then we'll get to unboxing. So straight off the bat, I'll tell you for a fact, the packaging is actually really nice. They're bubble wrapped, they're packaged really well. It's just, you know when you get a product and it's a nice unboxing experience, you get that from this company. So let's get into the first part. So here we have a washer fluid cap. Now again, if you know from the E46s, it is a very weak, cheap plastic, whereas this, I'm not too sure what metal it is, but it's a metal cap, O-ringed, so it seals well. And these come in brushed aluminium, red, blue, black, obviously silver, I believe. But yeah, have a look at that there, how well you can see that. But just look how nice that is. That's one of the parts we're going to get installed today. Yeah, nice, simple, easy installs that go a long way. Because as you all know with build, it's the little things that really do make the big differences. On to the second one. I believe this is the power steering pump cap, I think. Let's have a look at this one. I will include as well all of the part numbers and the references, links for all these parts, if you want these exact parts, in the description. And obviously you can go ahead and buy them if you want to. They do obviously have a lot more parts for other E46s, other cars. But yeah, oh yeah. Now that, you don't hear it. Yeah. Now that is a nice piece. Look at that. I think it will focus very well. Again, O-ringed, will seal well. These are some nice pieces. Last but not least, out the 3, we still have the big one. I need to start pointing with this knife. We will have a look, see what's here. Now this is a weighty piece. Again, the general unboxing experience is just so nice. Oh, this is full billet, this is. This isn't what I thought it was. What this is, and we will see, is if you know an E46 on the jacking plates, they're almost like this. Now this piece, obviously for a flat jacking surface, will sit in there, you have a flat jacking surface and you can jack up from that point. Now this is a solid billet piece, very strong. You can see that there. as a solid piece. So we'll put this to the test when we go out there. I mean, the car gets jacked up a lot, whether I'm changing wheels, doing anything to the car basically. But yeah, those 3 parts are some nice pieces. I'm very excited to fit those. Now for the final piece, the piece de la resistance, whatever you want to call it. I'll just clean my mess. We have the main event. So again, wrapped very nicely, some good weight to it, so don't mark my table. So, if you haven't guessed and you can't work this out what this could be, for the E46, this, you can't see actually, so I'll lift it up, is a bar. These are for the 2 strut tops, and obviously we have some hardware. Now this, if you don't know already, is a rear strut brace for my E46. BEVINSEE do also obviously make these for a range of cars, other BMWs, other cars. So obviously, by all means, if you want one for your car, go and check them out, see if you can find one. But yeah, this looks very good quality, as everything has so far. Let's get this unboxed and see what we're working with. This is like proper nice cast metal, so really good quality stuff. So these will sit one side, the other one will sit on the other side. Obviously the bar will get bolted to each end. And it basically gives your car a lot more structure, a lot more rigidity, especially for when you're drifting a car, tracking a car, even just daily driving, to be honest. It can really, really help. So yeah, we have these 2. Don't know which side they've gone, but like that. Now let's get the main bar unboxed. Okay. Feel like Christmas came early. Look at that. Nice little spaceman print. Right, so as you see, it's a big bar. 2 holes at the end. These will go like this. Sit right on there. Sit either side, and that. You see, nut and bolt either side. And that is your strut brace. So that's the parts unboxed. We will of course get to the install. Before we do that though, speaking of early Christmas, all these lovely parts from today's video sponsor, they've also not only sponsored this video, they can give you guys an early Christmas present yourself. Now, they're not only giving you 10%, but they're giving you 11% off with my code ZE11. The link will be in the description. Go ahead, press that link. They have a plethora of cars as we previously discussed. So many different parts. I assume most of you guys have E46s if you're following me, or you just like cars in general. They definitely will have lots of parts for E46s. There's loads of parts for other cars, BMWs, Volkswagens, Hondas, you American guys, there's Chevys, there's all sorts on there. There is so many different parts. So yeah, make sure you use my code, click the link in the description if you want any parts. As you'll have seen, and as you will see from installing the parts, these are some really good quality parts. But without further ado, let's get to the install. So guys, I didn't realise before we do anything, I need to empty the boot because I've got a load of stuff in there and the strut bar is going to go straight across all of that. We are going to have to cut the carpet most likely to let that sit nicely. But yeah, first port of call is to empty the boot. Just like that, the boot is emptied. So now all that's left to do is remove the carpets. I need to figure out what bolt size it is and get on with the install basically. Right, so ignore the mess I made with the carpets, but idea is I need to remove some of this really weak sound deadening stuff, unbolt these, put the little braces on, rebolt it back on. Same with that side. The strut brace will go across here and the job is done. Right, so the camera wasn't recording, but basically all of this is just sound deadening. It'll move. And the Stanley blade will pick off all around here now, if you see where that just sort of breaks in, just so when this is above there, just so the plates can sit flat, so there's no interference, make sure it's all in line and get it all sorted. Just got all of that, all of this off of there now. So now we're going to hop onto the other side and I'll make sure I'm recording that one. So if you see here on the other side, see how it sits quite high, so that plate wouldn't sit flat. So we're going to get all that gone now, or majority of it, just so it sits flat. So obviously when the plate's on, it's all in line and it matches up with the other side, no problems. There we go. So clean all that up now. All of this has now come off, so we can put that in the bin. So if you see here, the plate will sit with these in these bolts, meet the other side across here, which obviously I've also done. That will also sit flat, and then the bar, Stanley blade still in there, and then the bar will be the whole way across. So next port of call now is to go in the shed, get some tools out and get it installed. So I'm in the boot. If I'm correct, I think it's a 13. There we go. Right, so nothing to it but to loosen, or to help if my spanner wasn't the right way, to loosen up those bolts. And then if we grab our right side brace, and they will then sit on and around your strut top basically. God, bolt went flying, or nut went flying, sorry. So let's get this on. Now you don't want to go too tight straight away, because obviously you need to make sure it's in line with the other side, which obviously we'll get onto in just a moment. Okay, so it's pretty much on there now. I'm going to get onto the other side, and then once that's done, we can then get the bar in. Okay, so both sides are now on. Now the only thing left to do is to get the bar in, and then we can nut and bolt it. So that's just placed there now. It'll sit like that, and then you have a strut brace. But first, what we need to do, because if you'll notice, the carpet will sit over this. So we want it to look nice. So what we're going to want to do is, before we put the bar in, bring this carpet back. I'm going to cut a slight slit in it so it sits over this, and then once that's on, it should all look clean still, and then we'll be able to obviously put the bar in after that and get it all looking tidy. So I've not fully completed it, because obviously we'll need to take this back once we've got the bar in, just slightly, so I can get behind to tighten the bolts. But that is the idea. So if you see when that's shut, all you'll have is those poking out, the strut bar across, and it should look quite nice and tidy. Okay, so now we have both sorted on both sides, quite tidy. We can get the bar in, get the hardware sorted, and then we'll be on our way to finishing it. We have the hardware, we have the bar itself, and that will then just need to line up with this. So here, so now we've got all those bolts lined up, or the holes lined up, sorry. You can go behind the carpets, tighten the strut brace at the top, obviously as tight as it needs to be, And then once that's done, put the carpet back, tidy it all up, and we'll be done. So guys, there we have it. The strut brace is now installed. Give me just a moment to put all the plastics back, and it should look pretty good. That's the rear strut brace done, but I need to put all my stuff back in the boot. So I'm gonna put all my stuff back in the boot now, and then we can get on the engine bay. Now, it's onto the engine bay portion of the video. Little end to the video, some smaller mods. So we've got the jacking point, which I'll show you how to use in a moment as well. But, let's pop the bonnet and get these bits installed. So guys, I thought for these final mods, do a bit more of a POV setup because I need both hands to do it. Be very simple mods, but like I say, if you didn't know, we have the washer cap, which is here. And you can see that because of the sun. That will obviously replace the washer fluid cap here. And then we also have the power steering pump cap, which is here, which of course, if you can't tell already, will replace the power steering cap here. So I think the easiest one will probably be the washer fluid cap. So let's get to doing that one first. Simply just pop it off, as you do. This doesn't even have an O-ring, it's just a rubber stopper. And then all you need to do here is put that in. And that is extremely weather sealed. So there you have it. There's the washer fluid cap done. On to the last bit of the engine bay, the power steering cap. Should be simple. As I say, it's literally just a straight replacement, as you can see here. So we're just going to want to, let me move you guys up a little bit, screw that off. There we go. As you can see, they're literally pretty much the exact same thing, except one is a lot nicer and one should last a lot longer. They're literally, basically, the same part, except this BEVINSEE one is just a lot better. So, let's get this one on. Simply just pop it in. Give, oh, look at that nice spin as well. And that has a nice O-ring seal. And there we have it. So guys, there we have it. We have the power steering cap here and then the washer fluid cap there. That's all installed now. The two things installed. So there's one more part to show you, which is, if we close the bonnet now, which is a very useful part to hold in your car actually, and that is the jacking plate. So it's this piece of billet which sits in your jack point. It gives you then a flat surface to jack up on. So I'll demonstrate that now. And now the car is jacked up on the flat surface of that jack point. And then simple as, if you want to bring it down, the car is now down, put it out, and there you have it. So this, for an E46, is a very handy tool. Even if you just keep it in your glove box, it's a very handy tool to have. So guys, in true UK fashion, it is now dark at 4 PM. The video is now done. We've done all the parts. We've done the rear strut brace, we've done the washer fluid cap, we've done the power steering cap, power steering fluid cap should I say. We've also then showed you the little billet jack pad. And yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. More of an actual car install video. I know the last video was just a talking video, but as I say, I don't really have any major mods to do on the E46 at the minute. I am looking for another project. I do want something for the channel, but like I say, that's down the line. I don't have anything yet. I can't get anything yet. When that comes up, obviously you guys will be the first to know. There'll be a big reveal video. There's only a couple of small things left to do on the E46. Other than that, there's nothing left to do, so I do need something to make some more content on. But thanks to companies like BEVINSEE, we've now had a couple of extra mods. We've got this video out for you this week. Once again, thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. Of course, make sure you check them out. Make sure you click the link in the description. Code ZE11 there if you buy anything. That'll give you some cheeky discount. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you like the video, of course. Drop a comment on what you think of the new parts. Obviously, check out BEVINSEE, like I say. If you do like the content you see, make sure you subscribe because there'll be a new video every single Sunday at 5 PM. That is this week's video complete. It's getting dark now, so I'm gonna go do some more work. And whatever time you're watching this video, I hope you have a good morning, a good day, good evening. If you watch it at night time, I hope you have a good night, and I will catch you guys in a bit.